Hello again, YouTube. It's Tempest. I've got another new deck profile for you. I kind of wanted to wait until I got everything I needed for this deck, and I have everything I need for it now. So I'm gonna do it. Um, this is probably gonna be my deck for the format until at least until Sanctuary Guard Dragon, that trial deck comes out, or until I get Bad and Draggers for Spike Brothers. This is my new Tachikaze deck. Um, I have been trying a lot of different ratios of different things to this deck, and I've kind of come up with a build that I both like and that I think is good um, and consistent. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it without much further ado. Um, we're playing. We're actually playing a mix of different grade 3s here. So I have 4 of the Break Ride. What it does is when you ride a grade 3 on top of it and you have 4 more damage, you sacrifice 2 rear guards and then you draw 2 cards and your Vanguard gains 10k and a crit until end of turn, which is pretty good. 3 Military Dragon Raptor Colonel. When he attacks, if you have Limit Break, you can counterblast 1, sacrifice 2 rear guards, and he gains power equal to the combined power of the units he retired. And then lastly, we're playing 2 Destruction Dragon Dark Rex. When you what you can do with him is you bind him from your hand and give a Tachikaze rearguard 3k power, and then if he's in your bind zone, when your Vanguard's attack fails, you can sacrifice 3 rearguards and then Spirit Ride him as stand. So, for those of you who already play Tachikaze and know a lot about the clan, you may already know what a lot of these cards do, and you may already know that they work very well together. So the reason I mainly chose this particular lineup is I was playing this deck a while ago, and I was noticing that I really hated that all he did was give me power. Like, he had no threat except for giving himself power. Like, he didn't gain any crits or anything. But with the Break Ride, he actually gains 10k and a crit. So if that wasn't threatening enough, now his being able to sacrifice everything, like if your opponent doesn't have a perfect card, they can say goodbye to their hand because they'll be blocking this with everything. And even if this guy fails, you still may or may not have a Dark Rex play. So yeah. What else can I say about this? Wow, I kind of just lost my train of thought. Okay, so like, swinging with this, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to figure out where I was. 10k and a crit, attacking for big numbers. So yeah, they basically have to drop their whole hand to guard this. There's just so many options you can do with this lineup. Like, there's 9 grade 3s, right? That's kind of a lot, but you can just like Break Ride on Break Ride, you know, with these guys, and you have 4 of them, so you can afford to do that. You can Break Ride on this, and that turn. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. Okay, so you might be wondering why I'm not playing the Tyranno Legend, because Tyranno Legend is basically this card, but 11k. That's not true. Tyranno Legend, you pay 1, and then you sacrifice 3 Ancient Dragons, and he gains 10k and a crit until end of turn, which is okay. But like, this guy pays the same cost 1, except that he kills 2, and he gains power equal to them. If you're Break Riding him on this guy, he has the same threat that Tyranno Legend has on his own. Plus, if you have a Dark Rex bound, it's going to be the same for both him and the Tyranno Legend. So, I mean, personally, I just didn't see the point of running the whole Ancient Dragon shenanigans if all I was going to do is gain less power. And normally this guy gives me 3 stages of power on a good day. So, no Tyranno Legend for me. I'm playing 3 of this guy and 4 of this guy. I thought about dropping Dark Rex down to 2, or not 2, down to 1. But the thing is, like, if you draw like 2 of the Break Rides and a Dark Rex, but you don't draw this guy at all, you're not going to have much to go on. Like, you're going to have a 11k vanilla, possibly a 13k attacking grade 3. And having the extra Dark Rex in here gets me the ability to draw into it faster, potentially, and also gives me the chance to actually go off with the Spinal Driver play, which is, if you don't know, during battle, if his attack fails and you have a Dark Rex bound, you can sacrifice 5 rear guards to Spear Ride Dark Rex, and then he'll become 20k and a crit because of the Break Ride, and you'll get to draw 2 cards off of it. So that's the reason I'm playing 2. You can play 1 if you want, but I like playing 2 for consistency. Yeah. So this is the current grade 3 lineup I had. That took a lot longer than I thought it would because I lost my train of thought. Sorry. Um, but yeah, you can. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go into the rest of the deck now. Alright, so now that I've explained what my playstyle is and what my grade 3 lineup is, the starter is Dragon Egg. There's no Tyranno Legend, so there's no point in playing the Ancient Dragon starter, and there's obviously no point in playing the Raptor Ride Chain, in my opinion. The Raptor Ride Chain gets you free cards if you hit it, and gives you nothing if you miss it, except for like a free 4K starter. And since my grade 3 lineup makes my grade 1 and 2 lineup so cramped as it is, I don't really want to play the Raptor Ride Chain. I'd rather forsake the 11K ride chain than just have yeah, I'd rather forsake the 11K ride chain for space for grade 1s and 2s. So I'm playing Dragon Egg as my starter, and he's really good. You know, if he dies, pay 1, bring it back to hand. Simple as that. For triggers, we're playing 7 crit, and we're playing 5 draw and 4 heal. Simple as that. You could play 6/6 if you want, but it really lowers the rearguard threat. The only reason I'm playing 5 draw is because I have is really because I have like the to retire 2 from the Raptor Colonel as a limit break. Like if it didn't have to do that, I probably could run 12 crit. But the 7 draw is just so good. And like if you have to make an emergency Dark Rex play too, the 5 draws help you mitigate the losses that ensues. Alright, so for grade 1s, I've got 3 Sonic Noah. Just a standard AK vanilla. Usually, the only reason I'm playing this is because you can eat it with oh, that's weird. You can eat it with the why can't I think of what it's called? The Raptor kernel. That's what it is. And then just go off from there. Yeah, not much to say about him. Just being a good attacker, defender, whatever. Yeah, he's a good ride turn 1 for defense, and he's just a strong thing to retire and a strong booster as well. So play 3 if you can. 4 Skype Terra. Since I'm playing 4 the break ride, it's really important to have this card in here for the extra pluses. Sacrificing 2 rear guards is a huge loss, even if you draw 2 cards. But if it's like retiring him and a Dragon Egg, you kind of blast 2. That's +2 for you. So it's really nice to have 4 of this. Maximum if you can. Make sure you have them at all times. 2 Beam Terra. I thought I was playing more. I guess I'm not. No, I guess I'm not. Yeah, so 2 Beam Terra. I guess the one change would be, because I thought I was playing 9, 10, 14. I guess I'm playing 13, 11, 9, whatever. But anyway, when he dies, you give a unit 3k power. Simple as that. So basically, when you retire him off of the Raptor Kernel, he gains 7k power, and then you can give 3k somewhere else. If he dies from a Dark Rex 2, you can give Dark Rex 3k to help him swing over 11k Vanguards. Pretty useful. You could play him at 3. With my lineup, I can't really afford the space to play him at more than 2. Unless I want to cut a grade 2, and that kind of cuts down on my consistency. So, yeah. And the last card is 4 perfect cards. Now, normally, in a deck like this with so many draws, you could probably get away with, and the amount of break ride draw power you have, you can probably get away with 3. But I am more concerned about break rides than I am about scaling my field. So I'm playing 4 of the perfect cards. There are times when the hand gets really cloggy and I draw like 3 of them in the game and it's like blah. But honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. You know, it's just that important. Alright, and for grade 2s, I'm playing 5 10k vanillas. I thought I was playing 4, but I guess I'm playing 5 right now. You can play, if I was playing 4, I would put in the third Beam Terra, because it's just that good. But yeah, 13, 11, 9 is better for riding consistently to grade 3. This deck also has a tendency to re-ride grade 2, or not grade 2, grade 3 on grade 3 on grade 3, so you can afford to play multiples of them, because you're probably going to be riding them anyway. Anyway, yeah, just standard vanilla beat stick power. I would play like 4 Cryofall if I had Cryofall, but I don't. I just have level 1. And then sorry about that. Somebody was talking. Anyway, last we got 3 Savage Archer. He's a 8k base, but if your Vanguard has limit break, he swings for 11. And since everything in this deck has limit break, once you hit grade 3, he's a free 11k attacker. No need to retire things. No need to, nothing. That's the one thing he has over Pachyphalos and the cannon gears. He doesn't have to retire anything. He just has to swing when you have a Vanguard. That's grade 3. So yeah. And last card is 3/Terror. Same as Beam Terror. He gives 9k when he dies. He gives 9k power to the Raptor when he dies, and then he gives 3k to Rearguard if he dies during battle. So if you retire him off a Dark Rex play, or if you retire him off of a Raptor play, you get to give 3k to another Rearguard. Yeah. So the deck is pretty self-explanatory, I think. You just play the Break Ride, Raptor Colonel, and then if need be, you Dark Rex to finish the game. That's about it. It's great defensively because you do have the draws and you do have the cards that replace themselves, and you do have the 7 draw, or not 7 draw. You have the 5 draw triggers. So yeah, the only thing I might change is I might drop a grade 3 for another grade 2, or I might drop a grade 2 for another grade 1. Honestly, that's preference. I think I like the 13, 11, 9 for ride consistency. It does also give me some decent field power, but basically I want to keep rewriting my grade 3s, so that's really important. Normally in any given game, I will have 3 grade 3s in my Vanguard circle, including 2 in my soul. So like, I'll have ridden one, I'll have ridden another, and then I'll have ridden another. Some games I'll have like 4 if I make a Dark Rex play. But yeah, it isn't out of the ordinary for me to ride like 3 or more grade 3s in a game with this deck. So keep that in mind for the Break Ride format. Break Rides are going to be very important. Most decks are going to be like that. I know I'm going to be playing 13, 11, 9 and Spike Brothers for sure. So yeah. Alright, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please be sure to, give me a thumbs up. And if you have any questions or suggestions, please be sure to comment below. And if you want to see more, please be sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching.